Well, hey, well, big welcome back to the channel. Well, we have indeed made it to the desert. We find some great park ups, and I get myself into a bit of trouble. Well, we've got the Ziz Valley to our right. We've been on the road for a little bit, and back there we were quite surprised to see so much water actually in the Ziz River. And it is a really wonderful sort of part of Morocco here. I love this drive down here. It's very barren, but evidently they've clearly had quite a lot of rainfall. But the valley to the right is just fantastic, and I'll try and get a glimpse of it.
The problem with dates is if you buy them, you'll eat them. Same guy still here.
The Ziz Valley extends about 300 kilometres, with the Ziz River terminating near Merzouga. The valley is home to dozens of Berber villages, date palms, olive trees, figs, and is a hidden cultural gem. You can't fail to be impressed. Right, we've had a pretty good drive today. We're just looking for a drop of water. We've got half a tank at the minute, which is still fine, but we like to sort of keep it topped up, I suppose. And there's a place down here that we've used before, and another place that we haven't used before. So hopefully between the two of them we'll get some water. Right, no water. So we've driven past the first one because it wasn't right. It was on the wrong side of the road. It was quite a small space, and yeah, it wasn't to be. So we've come here and we've got this little water tap, and it wasn't working the last time, but just behind here there's a tap, and that's what I used the last time. It's not working. So there we go. So no water. We're okay. We still have a good 270 litres, so yeah, no big deal. So we'll keep going, nothing else for it, and go from there. Okay, so we're just looking for somewhere to stay tonight. So I've just been out on a little fit recce, just coming off one track to go on to another. Across the road, and here we are. We're just about to drive down this little track here.
Don't forget there's a bit of rain forecast tonight. Will you be alright on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so permeable.
What is it? Just like sandy, gravelly?
Sandy, so shaly. Yeah. That's fine. Well, that was a brilliant little find in the end. We came off the road, we sort of looked in the distance and thought, yep, we could probably park over there, and found a sort of a way through. And actually, it's really firm, it's sandy, there's rock, there's sort of grit and gravel. It was a bit bumpy, but we're here. I think it's a great spot, and yeah, it's pretty warm actually. It's lovely. So right now, lunchtime. Well, we've had a great stop here and a really good drive down today, but there is some cloud rolling in, and there is some rain forecast for tomorrow. Well, there was indeed rain in the night, but we've woken up to another beautiful morning. Well, this has been a fantastic park up. It's been incredibly quiet. The scenery is just breathtaking, but it's time to pack up and get on the road. All right, Izzy, what are you up to?
Just getting ready to pack up, or just packing up, getting ready to go. Obviously, plumping the cushions is really important. What else?
Really important.
Really important.
Never quite understood why it's so important, but apparently it is.
Well, you're not a girl, that's why. All the stuff that lives up here, like our tea bags and salt and pepper and the kettle, they all fit really neatly into this little cupboard here. The utensils, they just go in the sink, basically. We have a little set of keys here which locks all these lockable cupboards. It's just an extra precaution to make sure they don't come out when we're on the road. I make sure the fridge is closed. I check that the toilet seat is down. I make sure the roof light and the window in the bathroom and bedroom are closed. And then we're good to go. Anything else? Have I missed anything?
No, table, make sure the table.
We just tighten the table up. We always double check each other just because we want shared responsibility in case anything flies out and ruins the inside of the truck. Or I do anyway.
It's part of this no blame culture apparently.
Make sure these cupboards are all latched. Yeah, that's it, we're good to go.
That's it?
Yeah, done.
Okay, let's go. So we're actually heading down to Merzouga right now. We're only about an hour away, and we're actually going to go into a little campsite because we want to meet a couple of people. They're in a motorhome, and we've sort of agreed to meet. And we've been to the campsite before. It's called Haven La Chance.
It's really nice actually.
Just outside Merzouga. It's actually a hotel, and then the back of the hotel there's a big sort of camp area, if you like.
And you can access right to the desert.
And it takes you right up to the dunes, and it's a really lovely spot. So we're going to go in there, sit there for a day or two, talk to some other people.
Yeah. Thank God.
Which would be quite nice. And it is a crazy thing because we crave big open spaces and spaces where there's no people. And then suddenly we're getting excited about going to the campsite and meeting other people and like-minded people as well. So it's quite nice. So, and thereafter, it'll be quite good actually because we'll be able to sort of top up with some water.
Yeah.
We're doing okay. We're doing really well with water. We've still got about 250 litres.
I think we could probably manage for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With our tank, maybe a little bit longer if we showered every 3 days.
Yeah.
Which is a bit grotty, but
yeah. So I lost my train of thought there.
Sorry.
And then we're going to sort of head out then sort of the back of the dune. Another bit of wild camping really in the desert somewhere. Find a couple of tracks and hopefully get the bike off and have a little play as well. So that is our plan. Well, there's loads of quad hire places actually.
Are you going to get through the entrance? That's the question.
Of course we're going to get through the entrance. Right, so here we are. We're just the other side of the hotel. You see loads of vans here, loads of motorhomes of every description. Everyone normally vies for the spot at the far end, onto the dune. Right, this is going to be our little spot for a day or two. There's Izzy having a cup of tea, a little chill.
It's lovely.
She forced me to get the chairs out, but it is gorgeous.
It is.
And it's really warm actually.
Yeah, I think we might cook out here tonight.
Yeah. But guys, good morning. We are just having a bit of a sort out this morning. We've got a bit of washing going. I've just been putting up a clothesline and I'm just sorting out some of my sort of camping gear with the bike. And I'm in the garage as well, just sifting through some of the boxes, just finding a few straps and a few bits and pieces. Got a couple of little jobs to do this morning. And yeah, just getting back in there again and reacquaint myself with what I've brought this time round, which isn't as much as normal. I've tried to thin it out as best as possible, to be honest with you, because you just get in danger of carrying everything for every eventuality, and the truth is you can get most stuff on the road, really. So so that's where I'm at. So I'm deep into the garage sorting boxes out right now. Right, another little job this morning, I've been putting this off for a little while to be honest with you, is to try and get this grill in. So get this one out. So there's 4 bolts in this grill underneath, so it's just a case of unscrewing those and that'll come off. Obviously disconnect it from the gas, and that's it. So it is pretty straightforward. But what I'm trying to do is, when I install a new one, is to make sure it's actually secured to the stainless steel from underneath. And that means sort of somehow affixing, bolting into the feet of the Kadak. And how I'm going to do that yet, I don't know. And then the lid needs to be secured as well. This one was easy because the lid actually secures down on little clips. That was part of the attraction, and it's a shame really, because it should work. It should work really well, but it's almost as if there's not enough gas pressure, and I don't think that's it. And then it's affected hugely by the wind, and the Kadaks aren't actually affected by the wind, so it's coming out. After losing a ridiculous amount of packaging, I set about getting it into place. Okay, just reversing up right now for a little drop of water before we head off again. So it's been a good little stop here actually. We've really enjoyed it. I met some great people here, which was the aim. But it is time to head on this morning. It's really overcast this morning. I don't think it's going to rain, but you never know. So because we've got such a big water tank, we've actually got to pay for additional water. So within the campsite, as part of the fee, you get 100 litres. And we need obviously more than that. So we're putting about 400 litres in this morning. And that's cost us about £11, which is almost more than the campsite. But it's, you know, it's fine. It's understandable. It is drinking water, and it's a lot of fresh water. So we don't begrudge it whatsoever. And actually, I think it would be taking the piss a little bit if we didn't pay for it. So the downside is it obviously takes quite a long time. It's not a bad flow rate, but nonetheless, it still takes quite a long time to put that amount of water in. So we just stopped in Merzouga for a little bit of fruit, some bananas, some oranges, and we've got the dune on the left hand side here. We're just taking a little drive sort of just to the end of the dune, and then we're going to sort of turn in off-road and just find somewhere for a night or two and go from there. Now I think from here we'll head over towards Zagora as a general direction. Probably stop at Garamador on the way, see my friend Ali, and we're just sort of enjoying, just maybe a little bit slower than normal.
Yes, yeah, it's good.
Which is nice. Right, this is tonight's spot. Before I pan the camera around to show you, we wanted somewhere right by the dune, but the truth is it's full of these desert camps, and they're pretty ugly, to be honest with you. It's like plastic tents really, and you know, when you jump on the camel and do your ride, do an overnight, this is pretty much where you're going to stay. So we've come a little bit further back, and it's taken us quite a while to get here, and we've sort of done a big loop, and you've got this sort of very stony, we've gone through the sand and a little bit of off-roading down these tracks, and there's a whole network of tracks here, and then you can sort of see over here you've got the dune, and you can see what I'm talking about in terms of these plastic camps. They're pretty hideous, and you know, we don't really want to be beside them. And this, I mean, the dune itself is really impressive, and the dune, you can basically go all the way around on track, and a whole different types of track. You can go on very soft sand, you can go on sort of keep a bit further this way and stay on the sort of hard standing, but that's what we're talking about. So right now you can sort of see there's not a lot out there. There's Izzy cleaning out the vacuum cleaner. And up here we've got a couple of camels up here on the hill. But yeah, that's us. Okay, here we are, first time cooking on our new grill. Izzy, how is it?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. I'm getting a nice amount of heat, enough to sort of char the veg and make the meat sizzle.
Which we couldn't get that, could we, on the camping gas stove?
We couldn't like get the bacon to sizzle, and nobody wants flabby bacon.
No.
Might have to treat ourselves to the bacon from the freezer tomorrow for breakfast.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we have huevos rancheras, which is our sort of tomato and egg dish.
Mexican eggs, basically.
Which we love, actually. It's one of our staples. Well, the sun is out. That actually smells amazing, Is.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, look at that.
Not far off now. A couple of minutes.
Nice.
Not even. Eggs are a bit wobbly yet.
We normally have a glass of wine with this dish.
We do.
But
we drank too much last night.
We had one too many last night, I think. So maybe not today.
No.
Bit of a detox, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh yes.
That looks really good.
Come on. Oh, I wish you could smell this, because it's incredible.
Thank you.
Right. So guys, morning. Well, I'm just getting my bike gear on because it's time to go out for a little play. And this is what happens when you play in soft sand. I just lost my momentum, and it's incredibly soft, so I just slowed right down and come to a standstill and just dug itself in. So yeah, just take a moment and then get myself out. I was actually 10 minutes in at this stage, cursing, sweating and laughing all at the same time. I got myself into it, I've got to get myself out. But quite honestly, moving a 200 kilogram bike in fine sand is exhausting work. Okay, definite note to self. Stay on the gas. All right.
Are you?
Yeah, fine. Still in one piece.
How's the tyre?
Just. Yeah.
Why have you come? Did you come off?
No, got stuck.
Where?
Oh, in June.
Okay. What, badly?
Huh?
Badly?
Yeah, well, bad enough. Took me about 20 minutes to get out.
Oh, really? How did you manage that?
Oh, I dropped my speed.
Oh, okay.
Missed the gear, dropped the speed. Yeah.
You enjoy it though?
Yeah, it's great. Beautiful.
Oh, good.
Well, that was so much fun today. But actually, there was a lot of learning there as well, which was good. I'm just sort of reflecting over a cup of tea. And I think what I've sort of, because I'm obviously getting used to the bike as well. It's a mid-weight bike, and although it's mid-weight, it's still 200 kilograms. So you're not talking like a 250 enduro bike. It's still substantial, and I think that's exactly what happened today. I lost a bit of momentum, my own fault because I missed the gear, and then suddenly you just lose the speed, and that's it. You've sort of lost it. So yeah, so that was one thing. I think another as well was navigation. So I was playing about a little bit today again with navigation, and of course when you sort of do a little bit of planning beforehand, so you maybe set out your laptop or you're looking at routes, maybe you've planned the route, and then you go out and you're on track. In an environment like this, after a while it all looks the same. Now you've got the big sand dune there, and that's obviously a good reference point, but I was quite a good bit further south than this today, and suddenly you start to feel a bit vulnerable because you're thinking, right, there really is nothing out here. I mean, there was no one there, and yeah, you sort of think, right, I need to, if I'm going to do this, moving forward to this sort of extreme, if you like, even though it's not extreme, but it doesn't take much before you're in trouble, and that could be from a sort of a first aid point of view, to a hydration point of view, to a navigation point of view, to mechanical, but there's a whole array of different issues that could crop up, and suddenly when you're questioning your navigation, you're sort of thinking, right, there's implications, and then it's daylight is going, and you've got to have your shit together, and it's been good in that respect. So it's really just getting my head back into it again. But what a fantastic ride, and like I say, just getting used to the bike, really, how it's handling off-road, and yeah, I'm back in one piece. Something I did mean to mention there was an item that's high on the Christmas present list is a little Garmin InReach. Now I should have one already, and I keep sort of saying, yeah, we'll get one, and here I am, I still haven't got one. But it is definitely high on the list, and it doesn't really matter. I know it's only Morocco, but even if it was Spain, even if it's just around the corner, if you come off the bike, for example, or you have a problem in a remote place, you're lying there with a broken leg, then it doesn't really matter where you are. You need the capacity, the ability to send for help, send that message to say, here I am, here's my location, and just keeping that in a sort of a pocket would be the smart thing to do. So maybe it's my age. Maybe I'm becoming a little bit more aware of the risks. So yeah, that is definitely on the agenda. Well guys, good morning. Well, this has been another fabulous stop. We've really enjoyed it here. It's been so quiet. We had a little bit of wind last night and then it died off. But it is time, as always, to hit the road. Well guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and stick with us because next time round we team up with some fellow overlanders to get deeper into the desert.